Hello everyone, Michael here from Replica Airguns with another field test shooting video. A little cold but warm here in the office, but the actual CCAN shooting range is a bit cold. That's why I got the jacket on. But yeah, we're going to be doing a field test shooting video for the Crosman Triple Threat. Basically, it's just a Crosman 357 that comes with a bunch of different barrels and can shoot either pellets or steel BBs, depending on what you are after. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a chronograph test with pellets and BBs, just using some Sig Sauer pellets, about 7 grain, standard I think 5.1 grain steel BBs. Brand new CO2, temperature in here isn't too bad. Going to go with say around 20 degrees or 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Here we go. 383, again this is pellets. 383. Ooh, 379. 381. We'll do one more, just for posterity. Shooting pretty good. That was an error, so we can't recount that one. You get those occasionally. So I'll average those out for you guys, about 370, 380. We'll reset the chrony, just because it's doing some stuff here. Can't be perfect all the time. I think we're still in the view of the camera. Shouldn't have not be. Okay, so here we go with the steel BBs. What do you think? We're going to get faster shots or slower? Let's find out. It's way slower. 265. 298. 315. We'll do one more. 305. One more. Okay, we'll average those out. So BBs were way less exciting than the pellets, so we got quite a bit of a difference. And the pellets are also heavier, so in my opinion, it would always make sense to shoot with pellets. And I think they're going to be more accurate as well. So we'll find that out when we do the target portion of the test. I'll be doing basically a 10-round magazine first, and then a 6-round BB magazine right after that. All right, so let's get right to the shooting portion. All right, and now for the fun part of the field test shooting video. At least it's the more fun, or the funnest part of this, the test for me at least. Getting to shoot the guns on the target, see what kind of accuracy we can get. Got a nice seated position here in the back on my stool, handbags rested on the front, 30 feet down range. Fresh paper target, starting with pellets. We'll pop 10 rounds in there, a semi-auto, or sorry, single action. A little bit high to the left. Same spot. One more. It's looking good. I think I pulled one, just ever so. That should be 10 rounds. Yeah, 10 rounds. Oh, you know what? Dumb me. I forgot to change the target from the last one. But that's okay, because we're in a completely different spot. If I had been shooting here, I wouldn't know what the heck's going on. But yeah, I'm going to put this last brand new target on that I was going to use anyways. But not bad. We got a 1 and a tiny bit. Could that be tear going up in there? It's hard to know, but I just kind of shoot a 1-inch grouping absolutely with pellets. And I think I've done that before with this type of gun. I've tested lots of these Crosman 357 guns that they just reskin them, put different barrels on them and different grips sometimes. So, all right, so this is only a 6-round magazine, but we have a fresh target this time. Let's find out what we get with the BBs. I'm going to assume a little bit less, but let's find out. Or bigger grouping, not less. So much slower. That thing just went winging up. I think this is the last one. Just in case. Okay. All right. We'll bring this up. I think you kind of know what I'm going to say here, pellets for the win, right? Pellets were way faster, higher FPS, much higher FPS. It wasn't even just a little bit, it was quite significant. And so they're going to have more energy downrange because they're heavier than BBs. So I'd definitely go with pellets, especially if you're, whatever, trying to maybe shoot some little mice or something. Just make sure you do it humanely. Use the right gun. This is not so much a target pistol, although it did really well with the pellets. So pellets, it's right on that fence. Could you use it for humane, really tiny pest control at short range? Maybe. You'd have to make that call. But with steel BBs, you know, significantly slower FPS, definitely not nearly as good of a grouping. You know, we'll throw this one out. I'm going to say 2.5 inches is the best I was doing with 6 rounds as compared to 10 rounds where I got an inch grouping. So pellets for the win in feet per second and accuracy, absolutely. And just the sound, it's more satisfying. You can hear the pellets get down there so much quicker. They make a bigger, you know, sound when they hit the trap than the steel BBs. Even though they're lead, they seem to be just hitting that target a lot harder, making a little more oomph of a sound, right, when it hits. So I kind of like that. You might wonder why the steel BBs aren't as fast or should be faster because they're lighter. It's just they don't seal in the barrel. The pellets, essentially, they seal themselves in the barrel much better so air can't slip by them. So you're getting all of that CO2 is pushing the pellet, none is escaping. With the steel BB, they're not as tightly fit to the barrel, so CO2 can get around it, so you're losing that energy. At least that's my theory. I'm pretty sure the people would back me on that. All right, don't forget this. There's a tabletop video for this gun if you're interested in specifications, details, and all that kind of stuff. It's in our Canada and US stores, I believe, at replicaairguns.ca for Canada, replicaairguns.us for the US. I'll put a link in the description to buy it in either place, whether you're in Canada or the US. And if you're interested in other products, air guns, BB guns, airsoft guns, pellet guns, blank guns, and other accessories, check out the Canada and US stores as well at replicaairguns.ca and replicaairguns.us. Don't forget to subscribe. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.